The following is a presentation of the Magnitude Sports Network.
Now on, hits a single to right field. That will score. Jaroszewski and the Stars take the lead on the RBI single by Hansen to right field.
Wells fights to keep his shoulder up. And his pin.
2:20 remains in the game. 4th and 17. The Vikings capitalize early on a big one. What will the Squirrels do? Deep pass down the field. Cooper Johnson and Mason O'Malley. Oh my! What a fantastic catch by Cooper Johnson.
All right, welcome. We're live here at Elkhorn North High School, getting ready for this matchup between the Elkhorn North Junior Wolves, or the Junior Legion team, taking on the Fargo Post 400 Astros here at Elkhorn North High School. As we had to make a equipment switch really quick at the beginning of our broadcast. I didn't mean to startle anybody of you, but a couple of bonus games for you here on Magnitude Sports. The time limit on these games is 2 hours, so it will not go to 2 hours and 1 minute. So that means it'll be 1:30 to 3:30 for the Astros second game. So that means we will stay here for both Astros games, and then we'll pack up and get back to Lincoln, Nebraska for the Fargo Post 400 Stars. They'll have a doubleheader against Lincoln East at 5:30 this evening. The Astros second game is against the Lincoln East Juniors team, but their first game is against the Elkhorn North Wolves. We're going to take a timeout. We'll be back with more here in just a moment on Magnitude Sports.
Santana Concrete LLC in Barnesville comes highly recommended from their customers. But don't take our word for it, take theirs. Dan states that the team is
polite, friendly, and efficient.
Lee tells us that
quality work for a fair price is hard to find.
Here's Mike from Post 400 Baseball.
Santana Concrete did a wonderful job laying the concrete foundation for our new press box.
And Jasmine shares
they do amazing work.
Check them out by searching Santana Concrete LLC on Facebook or call 218-790-6560.
I kind of wonder where to even begin about what I love about Touchmark. It's everything. It's the time with the residents. It's my team. I work with wonderful individuals every single day. I love the people, and my job is to connect with them. And that's a pretty great job to have, that you get to make genuine, real connections with our residents and our team members. It's just the overall community. That is Touchmark. That's what I love.
Your full life happens here at Touchmark.
Do you have a teen ready for driving lessons? Don't know what they need to do or when things need to be done? If busyness keeps you from driving with them, then Gotta Go Driving School is the place to call. Jeff Weber at Gotta Go Driving School has been teaching driving lessons to all age groups since 1991. Call Jeff at Gotta Go Driving, 238-0236. Jeff will tell you to start planning ahead now. Don't wait. Got a new driver? Then it's Gotta Go Driving School. Talk to Jeff or go online at gottagodrivingschool.com.
Sweet Shots is Fargo's premier golf entertainment destination. Sweet Shots will host your birthday, bachelorette party, corporate events, date nights, or a night out with friends and family. Need help with your golf game? Visit with one of Sweet Shots' PGA teaching pros. Hungry? They have a full food and beverage menu too. Try your shot in one of 60 climate-controlled hitting suites or one of 5 indoor full-swing simulators that include golf, hockey, hunting, football, soccer, and zombie dodgeball. Make the trip to 3400 James Way South in Fargo or visit sweetshots.com for much more.
Family owned and operated for many years, MTW Towing is your first call for all of your towing needs in the West Fargo, North Dakota area. We are a full-service towing company that offers fast and efficient service at affordable rates. Our professional team is always prepared to provide you the best service possible. We also accept student discounts. To learn more about us, please feel free to give us a call today at your convenience.
Buying, selling, or leasing commercial real estate or farmland in the Fargo-Moorhead and surrounding area? From office to retail, industrial to multifamily, commercial land to farmland. As the #1 commercial sales and leasing brokerage in the FM region, Goldmark Commercial has the experience and skills to handle all of your commercial real estate and farmland needs with the highest levels of customer service and marketing around. Trust the experts at Goldmark Commercial Real Estate to lead your team to success. Doolittle's Wood-Fire Grill is an experience that ignites your senses, featuring wood-fired rotisserie cooking. Grilling meat over an open flame creates that savory wood-roasted flavor, while the rotisserie rotation results in juicy and succulent meats. Doolittle's even has an outdoor fire pit that creates a relaxing setting to wine and dine for any occasion. Visit DoolittlesRestaurants.com for a full menu or to make a reservation. Doolittle's Wood-Fire Grill, 2112 25th Street South in Fargo, or call ahead at 701-478-2200.
All right, welcome back here to Elkhorn North High School in Omaha, Nebraska. As we get ready for this matchup here, about to get underway in about 6 minutes or so. At least we think. I haven't seen any umpires yet, and I think that's kind of... Oh, there they come. Yeah, just as I say it, they're walking in off the parking lot right now. So hopefully we will get underway here in about 6 minutes with this contest here between the Elkhorn North Junior Wolves and the Fargo Post 400 Astros. Your lineups for the Astros will be the visitors on the scoreboard. Batting 1, 2, and 3 is the right fielder Ethan Dahl, center fielder Kane Mathiasen, and the designated hitter Caden Neuarth. Middle of the order at 4, 5, and 6 is first baseman Gus Weremeyer, second baseman Calvin Jungling, and the shortstop Colston Sen. The bottom of the order at 7, 8, and 9 is left fielder Owen Shannon, catcher Caleb Blanchette, and third baseman Jack Gould. The starting pitcher will be Joe Gould, who will not be batting, at least not to start. The reserves for the Astros are Gavin Driska, Eli Claus, Josh Tandesky, Demarion Semenko, Ashton Renas, Chase Lura, Malachi Weremeyer, Gunnar Majerus, Caleb Christensen, and Blake McCarthy. Now, a couple of those players are over in Lincoln playing for the Stars, so a couple of those reserves are not on the Astros team for this particular game, but they will be for future games. Let's put it that way. You can see the umpires finally come onto the field now here. Your batting lineup for the home team on the scoreboard will be the Elkhorn North Wolves. And I want to thank one of the parents for helping me out with the names on this. He actually had some work up in Fargo last week, is what he told me when I sat down and talked with him. So I appreciate his couple minutes of time to help me out. But we'll go right now into the Wolves lineup, batting 1, 2, and 3. Left fielder Alex Utchman, center fielder Kyle Ferry, and right fielder Kendall Greggert. The middle of the order, 4, 5, and 6. Third baseman Cole DeBuse. First baseman Jack Settles, and designated hitter Josh Grant. And then the bottom of the order at 7, 8, and 9 is the catcher Grant Rademacher. Second baseman Quincy Grabenstein. Shortstop Jake Jansen. And then the starting pitcher not batting is Anthony Franco. The reserves for the Wolves are number 11 Noah Weingard, number 18 Miles Trosh, number 21 Dylan Osmus, I believe that's the one I forgot. He told me and I forgot that one. 23 Nolan Rapp, and number 24 AJ Palladino. So those are your reserves for the Elkhorn North Wolves. Coaches are finally meeting here. Once again, we're set for an 11 o'clock start right now here in Omaha, Nebraska. We are at a sunny sky and 73 degrees. We could creep up close to 80 by the time the second game of this doubleheader is done. I am outside, so I might go back to Lincoln with a nice tan, and hopefully nothing more than a tan. So we'll be taking another time out. We'll be back in a moment here with more here on the Magnitude Sports Network. Stay tuned. Be right back.
How does Popeye's chicken sandwich get so crunchy, juicy, and tasty? We make everything with love. Get it today and make your taste buds dance.
Love that chicken from Popeyes. Buffalo Wild Wings win-win value lineup gives you and your friends more for less. With buy one, get one half off traditional wings every Tuesday. Buy one, get one free boneless wings every Thursday. And $3 tolls every day. Only at Buffalo Wild Wings.
Now batting, number 5.
Nice seats. $50 though?
Hey, this dude got his seat for only $20 on Game Time.
Whoa.
Game Time tracks ticket prices in real time and finds you all the best last-minute deals, so you can get tickets for up to 60% off.
60% off?
Mystical ballpark voice?
Yeah.
That guy freaks me out.
Download Game Time now. Come on, do it.
Tonight, I'll be eating chicken tikka masala with garlic naan. Cheers.
I win again. Patrick.
That's Sir Patrick.
Ooh, sir.
Tonight, I'll be eating roasted cauliflower tacos with spicy chipotle sauce. Thank you.
Oh! I wasn't ready!
You want cheese to go with that wine?
All right, welcome back. Don't forget you can follow us online. MagnitudeSN.com is the website. You can also catch us on social media at MagnitudeSN on YouTube, MagnitudeSN, Twitter, Facebook, and Magnitude Sports on Instagram. If you want to go ahead and give us a like, follow, subscription, a join on any and or all of those, that'd be much appreciated. If you go to our website at MagnitudeSN.com and click on the schedule button, you can take a peek at what's ahead tonight. We don't have it showing on there, but we do have the 1:30 game here between the Post 400 Astros and Lincoln East. And then we pack up and head over to Lincoln, Nebraska, to the same field we were at yesterday, as the Fargo Post 400 Stars will play a doubleheader against the Lincoln East varsity team. And then tomorrow we have a pair of games for you, too, is bright and early in the morning, 10 a.m. It'll be the Stars taking on Harrisburg Tigers. And then 12:30, the Stars will take on Lincoln Pius. And then that'll wrap up our coverage here from Nebraska. And then we head back home, Moorhead, Minnesota, for a couple of Dakota Fusion matchups. The men versus the Duluth FC Blue Greens on Saturday, and the women against Maplebrook Fury on Sunday at 3 p.m. And then we kick off the summer portion of our Legion baseball schedule with a pair of games at Young Field in West Fargo, as the West Fargo Patriots will take on the Fargo Post 400 Stars, and the West Fargo Patriots will follow that up with their rivals from the north, the Fargo Post 2. So they'll do the friendly rivalry first and the rivalry second, and then squished in the middle there is going to be the Kindred Post 117 Babe Ruth team taking on Northern Cass from Viking Varsity Field in Kindred. Then the Stars will kick off the home portion of their schedule the next day in a doubleheader against the Jamestown Post 14 Eagles. And then a big day for you on Thursday, June 8th, as we will travel to Dickinson for the Stars doubleheader with the Rough Riders. And then the Post 400 Comets will have a home game against Kindred Post 117A Legion A team. And then we'll also see the Kindred Post 117 Legion B team take on Oak Grove. So, like I said, it's a big day for us on Thursday, June 8th, and then more Dakota Fusion soccer for you June 11th. You can dig deeper into that schedule by, once again, going to our website at MagnitudeSN.com. We are pretty much ready to go here for the first inning of play. And Ethan Dahl will be the leadoff batter here for the Astros. First pitch is a ball here to Ethan Dahl. And it's 1-0. Nobody using the scoreboard, so we'll do our best to keep track of things here on our end. 2-0 now. It's either 2-0 or 2-1. First pitch coming across here at 11:02 this morning. And now it's a 3 balls, no strike count. And a strike is called, so 3-1. We'll level our camera out a little bit here. There we go. Now it's not slanted. This one hit out hard over towards the shortstop, Jake Jensen. He'll fire it across, but the ball comes loose, and he's safe on first.
Next up, number 5, Kane.
I'll charge that as an error here to the shortstop, and it's hard to see here in the sun. Some of the buttons here. That one's fouled away left field for Mathiasen. Strike 1 as a result. So runner on via an error, and that runner is Ethan Dahl, standing on first right now. Kane Mathiasen facing all balls and a strike after that fouled away pitch to left field. I think we're ready to rock now here, hopefully anyway. And that one's going to be fouled off to left field as well, and it's a quick 2-strike count here for Kane Mathiasen. We'll see Caden Neuarth on deck here. Anthony Franco is the starting pitcher here for Elkhorn North. And that one will come outside for a ball. It's 1-0, or 1-2, excuse me. And that one comes inside for ball 2. See if I can turn the brightness up on my phone at all. Nope, the sun is that bright. It's making it hard to see. Full count now on a pan pitch coming up here for Franco, and he'll strike him out. For our first Tommy's Express Car Wash strikeout here for Anthony Franco, and now it'll be Caden Neuarth stepping up to the plate.
Caden Neuarth.
And Neuarth will golf swing it. It'll roll foul over the third base line for a strike. Anthony Franco pitching. You got Grant Rademacher behind the plate catching. Go Jack Settles at first. Quincy Grabenstein at second. Jake Jansen, the shortstop. Kyle DeBoose at third. As a strike comes in to Neuarth for strike 2. In the outfield, Alex Utchman in left. Kendall Greigert in right. And Kyle Ferry in straightaway center field. Here for the Wolves. And Neuarth with a hard hit ball that just sneaks foul. Count will remain right where it's at 0-2. Now they got somebody running the scoreboard. Remains 0-2 after the pickoff attempt on Dahl on first. And he'll reach for that. And that will be a strikeout. Second Tommy's Express Car Wash strikeout for Anthony Franco. And that brings up Gus Wermeyer. First pitch to Wermeyer's in for a ball, 1-0. Wermeyer has hits to left, center, and right this season here on Magnitude Sports. As the pitch comes in low for a ball. So he has the hit cycle to every portion of the outfield. 2-0, and that one will sneak into right field on a few bounces, and that will move Dahl up to second. 2 runners on the first hit of the game. It took 5 minutes to get that first hit. And that'll bring up Calvin Jungling. So 2 away and 2 on now, first and second for the Astros here in the top of the first inning. And Anthony Franco on pitch number 18 already. And a strike. Jungling likes left field this year, according to his spray chart. He's not had a single hit to center or right yet this season. And he'll a little late swing, just a little bit late. It'll cost him a strike, 0-2. And this one will nearly escape. Nice job there by Rademacher to make sure that he was able to slide over and keep that in front of him. Otherwise, you'd have two runners in scoring position right now for the Astros. So it remains first and second with 1 ball and 2 strikes and 2 outs. And he tried to catch the edge, but he missed. 2-2. Two away, Colston sends on deck if Jungling can reach base. And the pitch, swinging and a miss, and he will not reach base, and they'll strand 2 on base, and that ends the top half of the first. We go now to the bottom of the first. Alex Hutchman, Kyle Berry, and Kendall Greger are the batters due up for the Wolves. And we're going to return after this here on Magnitude Sports. Stay tuned.
Santana Concrete LLC in Barnesville comes highly recommended from their customers. But don't take our word for it, take theirs. Dan states that the team is
polite, friendly, and efficient.
Lee tells us that
quality work for a fair price is hard to find.
Here's Mike from Post 400 Baseball.
Santana Concrete did a wonderful job laying the concrete foundation for our new press box.
And Jasmine shares
they do amazing work.
Check them out by searching Santana Concrete LLC on Facebook or call 218-790-6560.
How does Popeye's chicken sandwich get so crunchy, juicy, and tasty? We make everything with love. Get it today and make your taste buds dance.
Love that chicken from Popeyes.
All right, welcome back to Elkhorn North High School here in Omaha, Nebraska. It's a fairly new high school. It's only been around for about 3-4 years based on some of the information I received and conversations with some of the locals here. The Elkhorn High School plays in, or the Legion team plays in Class B. In the Nebraska Legion baseball setup. Joel Gould on the mound. He'll toss him into the glove of Caleb Blanchett behind the plate. That's your pitcher-catcher combo. It's Alex Hutchman who will be the first batter here for the Wolves. And a strike is called. It's 0-1. We'll make an adjustment on our scoreboard here. Nothing in 2 now here. As Gould will deliver up high for 1 ball, 2 strikes to Hutchman. So 2 runners left on base in the top of the first there for Fargo, with 1 of those 2 in scoring position. No runs on a hit, 1 error for the Wolves. And that pitch will come across for a ball. And we're even at 2 now here. 10 minutes into the ball game, and pitch number 5 for Joel Gould. And that one is fouled right back. Count will stay right where it's at. Nice, large, high net here, and all the way around from the dugout to the other dugout. And to be honest, I wish more ballparks had nets. Makes it easier for the camera to get through versus a chain link fence. There's a strikeout on the Tommy's Express Car Wash strikeout counter for Joe Gould. And I'll bring up Kyle Ferry now.
Bat number 17, Kyle Ferry.
Ferry will half swing that one, and it will land foul. Looked like he wanted to check a swing. He made contact on it anyway, and it still drifted foul to left field. Strike one. Once again, 2-hour time limits on these games, so the next game will start at 1:30 and be absolutely done by 3:30, if not before then, and that will allow us to do both games and still get back to Lincoln for the Post 400 Stars, which is good. I wasn't sure if we'd get that second game in or not, but we will. I'm pretty pumped about that. It's nice to see some new baseball teams here when you come out of state. See some teams you've never seen before. Saw one new team yesterday. Actually, no, we saw no new teams yesterday. We saw 5 Points Bank yesterday, also known as Creighton Prep, and we've seen them, their teams plenty of times here on Magnitude Sports over the years. 2 balls and 2 strikes, but we'll see one new team later tonight, and we'll see 2 new teams here in this pair of games for the Astros from Elkhorn North High School. That one's fouled away, and the count will remain where it's at 2-2. Gus Wermeyer at first base, Calvin Jungling at second, Colston Sen, the shortstop, Jack Gould over at third. In the outfield, Owen Shannon in left, Ethan Dahl in right, and Kane Mathiasen in straightaway center field. That's how the Astros are setting up defensively. Once again, Joe Gould on the mound, Caleb Blanchett in behind the plate catching. Still 2-2. And that's a strikeout. It's the second strikeout for Joe Gould on the Tommy's Express Car Wash strikeout counter. And now 2 up and 2 down. Kendall Graggart is the next batter here, and we'll see if the Astros defense can send the Wolves back 1-2-3 here in the bottom of the first. 13 minutes into the ball game now. Sunny sky. It's 78 degrees at the moment, but there is a little bit of a breeze. And that one is going to left field, and it's caught there by Owen Shannon for the first out, or for the third out. And that one, the first inning. So it's a 1-2-3 inning here for the Astros defensively. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back in just a moment here. Colston Sen, Owen Shannon, Caleb Blanchett that are 6, 7, and 8 for the Astros when we return after this here on Magnitude Sports.
Do you have a teen ready for driving lessons? Don't know what they need to do or when things need to be done? If busyness keeps you from driving with them, then Gotta Go Driving School is the place to call. Jeff Weber at Gotta Go Driving School has been teaching driving lessons to all age groups since 1991. Call Jeff at Gotta Go Driving, 238-0236. Jeff will tell you to start planning ahead now. Don't wait. Got a new driver? Then it's Gotta Go Driving School. Talk to Jeff or go online at gottagodrivingschool.com.
Sweet Shots is Fargo's premier golf entertainment destination. Sweet Shots will host your birthday, bachelorette party, corporate events, date nights, or a night out with friends and family. Need help with your golf game? Visit with one of Sweet Shots' PGA teaching pros. Hungry? They have a full food and beverage menu too. Try your shot in one of 60 climate control hitting suites or one of 5 indoor full swing simulators that include golf, hockey, hunting, football, soccer, and zombie dodgeball. Make the trip to 3400 James Way South in Fargo or visit sweetshots.com for much more. Welcome back. Elkhorn High School here in North, and I do mean North Omaha. Like, you can't get much further north than this without getting into rural farmland and out of city areas. So if you're familiar with where Bismarck Legacy is located in North Bismarck, it's kind of similar situation. You can't go much further than Bismarck Legacy. You can't go much further than Elkhorn North. All right, so once again, to start the second inning here under a sunny sky and 74 degrees is Colston Sen, and that one's fouled away for the first strike. Sen is yet to collect a hit here on the Astros team this season. We'll see if he can change that here at this at-bat. 22 pitches for Franco in the top of the first, 10 balls, 12 strikes. He's now on pitch 24 here on the 0-1. And that's outside. We're even at 1. The next pitch will be pitch 25 here for Franco. Two and one the count now. Like I said, sunny and 74, but the wind's gusting up to as high as 19 miles per hour, so it takes a little bit of the sting of that heat away. We'll see if it keeps the... Should have brought my long sleeve blue shirt instead of my short sleeve one, I guess. And he will be hit by a pitch. So a runner on first brings up Owen Shannon.
Next up to bat, number 9, Owen Shannon.
That'll move Caleb Blanchette up on deck here for the Astros. And the pitch. That one will escape into the backstop. Taking off for second is Colston Sen. He'll make it in no problem. Ball one. So the Astros, with nobody out, move a runner into scoring position here in a 0-0 game. One hit for the Astros and one error for the Wolves. And this one fouled back, and it's 1-1. Once again, we'll have a second game here at the Astros about 15-20 minutes after the conclusion of this one against Lincoln East. We'll shut down this watch link and start a new one since it's a new opponent. So just FYI and heads up on that, as that one's fouled away and out of play, and it'll bounce down the hill onto the street that I drove up on to get here. 1 ball and 2 strikes as a result here to Colston Sen. On deck once again is Caleb Blanchette. Pitch number 30 here for Franco, and this one is hit into center field, and it'll drop for a base hit. That'll put runners on the corners here for the Astros. And it'll bring up Caleb Blanchette. Blanchette has a couple of hits out into right field this season for the Astros. Also has a couple of flyouts to right field as well. Actually, 1 flyout, 1 ground out. Fly out to the first baseman, the ground out to the first baseman as well. So everything on that right direction. 1 ball, no strike here to Blanchette. And he'll pop this one up foul for strike number 1. 1-1 the count. Don't forget, our summer portion of the Legion baseball schedule kicks off on June 6th when the Fargo Post 400 Stars travel to Young Field in a friendly rival with the West Fargo Patriots. And then immediately following the conclusion of that game, West Fargo will gear up for another contest with another local rival, Fargo Post 2. And you can catch both of those games right here on Magnitude Sports on June 6th. I believe that is a Tuesday, if I remember correctly. And now the throw. Nice job there by Jake Jansen, the shortstop, to keep that ball from going into center field, as Colston Sen was very eager to come home and score. So stolen base for Owen Shannon. Puts runners on second and third with nobody out. A 2 balls, 1 strike count now here to Caleb Blanchette. And now you can make it 3-1. Ball fouled away, ball and a ball in that order. So first base is open with Jack Gould on deck. And the pitch. And he'll walk him, and they'll load the bases for Jack Gould. Jack Gould with a 1 hit to right field, a pair of hits to left field, a couple of ground outs, a fly out, reach base on an error. And now we'll have a quick meeting at the mound here for the Elkhorn North Wolves, as they will talk things over to get some strategy together for this bases loaded scenario. Coming in to take over the running responsibilities for Blanchette on first is going to be Demarion Semenko. And now that we have approached we're just days away from the start of the summer schedule, the players that you see on today's Astros team are about 90% accurate, if not 95% accurate as far as who's going to be on the Astros, who's going to be on the Stars, who's going to be on the Comets. Comets roster hasn't officially been released to the public yet, but they do have an idea of who's going to end up where. That much I do know. All right, bases loaded, nobody out here for Jack Gould. And the pitch from Franco, swing and a miss, strike one. Once again, Colston Sen on third, Owen Shannon on second, Demarion Semenko. You know what? That's not Semenko on first. It's a different number 10. I don't have that number 10 in my roster, but I know that's not Demarion Semenko on first base. So I'm not sure who's wearing number 10. I'll have to try and find that out. That pitch is to the outside, and we're at 1 ball and 2 strikes. Send a text right now and get my answer. I hit the wrong button. It was not a strikeout. It was a run scored. So the next time he gets a strikeout, we won't push that button. All right, so Colston Sen will score. Owen Shannon up to third. Demarion Semenko on first. Jack Gould still the batter. And a full count here at 3-2. With first base open, hits it right back to Franco. And now home, and he's safe at home. And it's 2-0 now, as we get a nice kick of sand right back to our broadcast station.
Up to bat, number 8, Ethan Dahl.
And that one is chip foul here. And we're at a 2-strike count here for Ethan Dahl now. Reached base on an error last time he was at the plate. As we flip back to the top of the order now. -2. It took 40 pitches for Franco to get through the first 9 batters for the Astros. And he's allowed 2 runs so far. This one's popped up. And backpedaling. Now coming in is the right fielder, Kendall Greggert. He'll make the catch for out number 2. So 2 away now. Kane Mathiasen up to bat.
Next up to bat, number 5, Kane Mathiasen.
It was Jackson Sturma who is the runner on third for the Astros. Just got confirmation on that. And that one's going to be popped up. And we are going now to the bottom of the second. They'll strand 1 on base here for the Astros, but not before they get 2 across. They take a 2-0 lead here in the top of the second. We'll be back with more here in just a moment on Magnitude Sports. Stay tuned.
Family owned and operated for many years, MTW Towing is your first call for all of your towing needs in the West Fargo, North Dakota area. We are a full-service towing company that offers fast and efficient service at affordable rates. Our professional team is always prepared to provide you the best service possible. We also accept student discounts. To learn more about us, please feel free to give us a call today at your convenience.
Buffalo Wild Wings win-win value lineup gives you and your friends more for less. With buy one, get one half off traditional wings every Tuesday. Buy one, get one free boneless wings every Thursday. And $3 tolls every day. Only at Buffalo Wild Wings.
All right, it's Cole Debuse stepping up to the plate here for the Wolves. And the first pitch from Gould will just miss for a ball. It's 1-0. Once again, thank you so much for tuning in. I want to say thanks to Ryan and Jeff for helping me out with who number 10 was. Once again, it's Jackson Sturma. So we'll make that adjustment, and we'll remember that moving forward now. So thanks once again for your help on that. Much appreciated. 2 balls and no strikes to Cole Debuse now here. Joe Gould with 2 for sure, maybe 3. Once again, the sun's very bright, so it's kind of hard to see some of my usual stat equipment, and I 3 balls and no strikes. So just bear with me. If I'm wrong, I apologize. And low, and that'll be a 4-pitch walk here for Debuse. Bring up Jack Settles.
To bat, number 20, Jack Settles.
Joe Gould on pitch 18 coming up here, as we are a few seconds shy of the 30-minute mark of the ball game, and a 2-0 lead for the Astros here at Elkhorn North High School in Omaha. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Once again, Jack Settles is the batter. We'll see Josh Grant next. Looked like he was going to square up, and the tag applied at first is not in time, and Debuse makes it back safely. Nothing the pick-off attempt. Remains 0-1 here to Settles. And that one's low to even up the count at a ball and a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. Also on June 6th, we'll see the Kindred Post 117 Babe Ruth team take on Northern Cass. So we'll have a total of 3 games for you on Magnitude Sports to open up the summer baseball portion of the schedule, as the Stars will take on the West Fargo Patriots that same night, and the Patriots will also take on Fargo Post 2. A swing and a miss, and that is a strike 2. I was almost going to say strikeout, but it's strike 2. 1 and 2. We'll have some Comets and Astros games on the schedule for you this season as well. Not all of them, but we'll have as many as we can squeeze in. I'll put it that way. So we got a pretty 124 games last time I counted it up. And I've added some games since I counted it up, so probably a little bit closer. Oh, and he dropped the ball, and it's going to go into center field. And Debuse will move into third as a result.
Up to bat, number 10, Josh Grant.
So runners on the corners for Josh Grant. So they try and pick off. Settles on the runner on first. Still no pitches here to Josh Grant. No balls, no strikes. And the pitch is outside for a ball. It's 1-0. He'll square it up, and he'll drop a nice bunt right back to Gould, who will struggle to pick it up. And now the bases are loaded here. They're going to call that a base hit on the bunt.
Up to bat number 16, Grant Rodemaker.
Grant Rodemaker is the batter now with the bases loaded. You got Cole DeBuse on third, Jack Settles on second, Josh Grant on first. The runner's on here for the Wolves, and that one's fouled back for strike one. Quincy Grabenstein is on deck here for the Wolves with nobody out. So the Wolves had the exact same scenario the Astros did in the top half of the second. Bases loaded with nobody out. Astros were able to get two across the plate in that scenario. We'll see if Rademacher and his teammates can duplicate that process or not. Or for Wolves fans, do better than that. We'll see. And this one, hard hit bouncer over towards Colston Sen. He'll pick it up, run will score, and it's an RBI single. Cole DeBuse scores, settles over to third, Grant up to second, and Rademacher on first with the RBI infield single.
Quincy Grabenstein.
Quincy Grabenstein will step up to the plate now here with nobody out, and the Wolves are on the board. It's 2-1. And that one, a hard hit ball that will sneak by Colston Sen into left field. Scoring is Jack Settles. Here comes Josh Grant. He will hold the brakes at third. The bases remain loaded on another RBI single here by Grabenstein.
Next up for Elkhorn North, number 2, Jake Jansen.
So Settles scores. Josh Grant to third. Rademacher to second. Grabenstein on first. And now Jack Jansen. And now the Astros will have a visit at the mound here. We're 34 minutes into the game, and we're knotted up at 2-2 here on the scoreboard. 2 runs on 3 hits on 1 Astros error for the Wolves, and 2 runs on 2 hits and 1 Wolves error for the Astros so far here in this contest. So Joe Gould will remain on the mound there after Coach Almy and the rest of the crew come out and have a chit-chat with him. And the pitch. And this one, a hopper out towards Jungling at second. He'll throw it to second, and the ball is dropped. And it goes into left field, and that will bring in another run. It'll bring in 2 runs, and now it's 4-2 as Josh Grant scores and Rademacher scores from second.
Next up, number 12, Alex Uckman.
So Quincy Grabenstein on second now, and Jake Jansen on first, and it's 4-2 as the Wolves have doubled up here on the Astros in the bottom of the second. And the pitch is going to be low for a ball, and it's 2 balls and a strike now. here to Hutchman as we're back at the top of the order here for the Wolves. 30 pitches. Let's see, -3. So it took 27 pitches for Gould to get through the first 9 batters here for the Wolves. And that looked like a strike, but it wasn't. And it's 3-1. Set up, if you were to draw a line right in front of me, it would go right to the left of home plate. So I got a nice view of that side of the plate on the pitches. That one is fouled off into the parking lot, and it'll take a couple bounces past the post 400 bus. Full count at 3-2. And Gould will step off, and that will force the runners to touch up on base here. Once again, game 1 of 2 here for the Astros from Elkhorn North High School in Omaha. They'll take on Lincoln East in the second game. This one's popped up, and I can't see it. The sun is too bright. I think it's landing. Ooh, that was right to the left of a kid in a red shirt, and he came that close from from getting hit by that one. I'm glad he didn't, because that probably would have hurt. And this one's popped up, and it's foul, and it's out of play as well. So pitch number 8 of the at-bat coming up here for Hutchman. And this one's right up the middle, and nobody can scoop it up. Rounding third is Grabenstein, and he will score, and it's 5-2.
Next up to bat, number 17, Kyle Ferry.
So Jake Jansen on second, Alex Hutchman on first with the RBI single, and Kyle Perry struck out swinging last time he was at the plate. Pops this one up right field. Underneath it to make the catch there is Ethan Dahl. That's the first out of the inning, and a much needed out. We'll see if they can get back-to-back outs here or not. So Kyle Perry will fly out. They'll bring up Kendall Greggert.
Up to bat number 14, Kendall Greggert.
Fly out to Owen Shannon in left field last time he was at the plate. And the pitch is high for a ball, 1-0. Runner goes, throw up to second is not in time, and the runners move from first and second to second and third. Pitch comes across as ball 2. And now Greggert with a 2-0 count. Base hit will really crack this one open here for the Wolves. Now we'll come in low for ball 3. So now Greggert will not be swinging on this pitch. And the free strike will be delivered. 3-1. I'm waiting for a batter to prove me wrong when I say they won't swing. Strike 2. I think it's only happened twice in 4 or 5 years. And both of those happened last year. I can't remember the matchup though. Swing and a miss for a strikeout. Tommy's Express Car Wash, strikeout number 3 for Joel Gould. And bring up Cole DeBuse.
Cole DeBuse.
So 2 out now. And DeBuse sends it to right field. And it is caught by Ethan Dahl. And that will strand 2 on base. And then the second inning will play. 5-2 as they go 5 here in the bottom of the second. We'll see how the Astros respond when we return after this here on the Magnitude Sports Network. Stay tuned.
Buying, selling, or leasing commercial real estate or farmland in the Fargo, Moorhead, and surrounding area? From office to retail, industrial to multifamily, commercial land to farmland. As the #1 commercial, sales, and leasing brokerage in the FM region, Goldmark Commercial has the experience and skills to handle all of your commercial real estate and farmland needs with the highest levels of customer service and marketing around. Trust the experts at Goldmark Commercial Real Estate to lead your team to success.
All right, 5-2 as we go into the top of the third. We'll be looking at batters 3, 4, and 5 here for the Astros. They'll start with Caden Newhart. We'll also see Gus Weremeyer and Calvin Jungling descending. Anthony Franco on the mound. Will toss pitch 45 to start the top of the third here. So 5 runs on 4 hits. And let's see. Gave them 1 too many hits, or did I? No, I gave them 1 too many hits. So go back here and remove 1 of the hits. There we go. Now the numbers on your screen are correct. And this one's fouled away down the third baseline. Strike 1. And that will miss to the inside. 1 ball and 1 strike. One sent to center field, and it will diving catch. Nicely done by Kyle Ferry. Thought for a split second that might have had a chance to drop for a hit, but Kyle Ferry said not for a moment. Nice play by the center fielder there for the Wolves. I like to see the athleticism from players. Gus Weremeyer, the batter now, takes the first pitch low for a ball, 1-0. He singled out into right field last time he was at the plate. He now takes a 2-0 count. So he's 1 for 1 today. And that was the start of that 2-run top of the second. As the Astros went 1-2-3 in the top of the first. Here's the 3-0 pitch. Outside, walks him on 4 pitches. Now Calvin Jungling, who struck out swinging last time, will get another crack at it here.
Up to bat number 15, Calvin Jungling.
Another visit to the mound here as Franco's on 51 pitches, according to my numbers. 25 balls and 26 strikes. Looks like Franco's going to stay on. It's just a conversation here between the pitcher, catcher, and coach. Visits to the mound in this game brought to you by
And the pitch is low for a ball, 1-0. Had a microphone issue there. With visits to the mound brought to you by the Marsh McLennan Agency of Fargo, is what I was trying to say before our mic got cut off. Field mic was still on, but for some reason my headset mic went off. And a strike. So 3-1 now the count here to Calvin Jungling. At least I think it's 3-1. Scoreboard says 3-0. And the wild pitch will allow Wiermeyer to move to second. We'll figure out what the count actually is, and they're saying it's 2-1 now, so I would agree with that. We'll see if the official gives us any confirmation here on the count. Okay, now the scoreboard shows 3-1, so. And it was 3-1. And now runners on first and second here. Colston Sen, he was hit by a pitch last time he was at the plate.
Colston Sen.
Step up for attempt number 2 on the day. We're 48 minutes into the ball game now. Strike is thrown there from Franco. Trying to keep some of our equipment cool here so it doesn't shut down on us, as it's getting rather warm and the wind gust is not as high as it was back in inning 1. This one out to right field. It'll drop for a base. No, it will not. It will be foul just by a little bit. The wind really took it at the end there. It looked like it was clearly going into the open space in right field, and then all of a sudden it shifted far right. 2-2 the count. Ball 3 and a full count now here to Colston Sen. 61 pitches for Franco, 32 balls and 29 strikes according to my numbers. Swing and a miss, strike 3. And that is a strikeout. We won't push the button because we gave him one earlier when it wasn't. And that will bring up Owen Shannon. So 2 away now on the strikeout to Colston Sen. Owen Shannon 1 for 1, singled into center field last time he was at the plate. And also drove in a run, if I remember correctly. First and second for the Astros with 2 away, and the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike number 1. Now it's popped up, foul territory. First baseman giving chase, and he cannot make the catch. Count will stay right where it's at 1-2 as a result. Runners on, Gus Wiermeyer on second, Calvin Jungling on first for the Astros. Trailing 5-2 here in the top of the third with 2 away. All 5 runs for the Wolves unearned And all 5 of those coming in the home half of the second. One-two pitch outside, 2-2. A nice job there by Rademacher to get it in his glove and not let it escape into the backstop. And that one's fouled at the plate. 2-2 remains the count. Seventh pitch of the at-bat here for Owen Shannon. Once again, he singled into center last time he was up. And this one's popped up. I cannot see it. I can absolutely not see it. There it is, off to the right of our broadcast station. Ball, strike, strike, fouled away, ball, fouled away, and fouled away in that order. Pitch number 8 of the at-bat coming up here, 2-2 count. And that one is gonna hit him. So the bases are loaded via hit by a pitch for Owen Shannon. That brings up Caleb Blanchett. Caleb Blanchett is the batter now here for the Astros. And he'll have a bases loaded scenario with 2 outs here. First pitch will miss for a ball here to Blanchett. He walked last time he was at the plate. And Blanchett will send this one foul over the Wolves' dugout. They'll even up the count at 1-1. Once again, 3 more games today after this one. 1:30 start time for the Fargo Post 400 Astros and the Lincoln East Juniors. And then we'll see the Lincoln East Seniors in a doubleheader with the Post 400 Stars at a field about 51 minutes away from this field, according to my GPS. And that will start at 5:30 with the second game to follow at approximately 7:30. 2-1 pitch. High, ball 3. So Franco now on his 75th pitch coming up here. And it will walk him and score a run. Or it will not. They're going to call that a strike, and that's a very interesting strike. 3-2 now, the count. And there's ball 4, and now they'll get the free one on the walk. And it's 5-3. As Gus Wermeyer will come in from third on the walk. That'll advance Jungling to third. Owen Shannon on second. And now Blanchett on first with the batter, Jack Gould. And first, a visit to the mound brought to you by the Marsh McLennan Agency of Fargo. You can visit them at marshmma.com. Learn about the services that they can provide for you here in Fargo, Moorhead, and the surrounding areas. And looks like that's going to do it for Anthony Franco. We have 76 pitches, 39 balls, 37 strikes. He's allowed 3 runs so far and given up 2 hits. Has stranded 3 runners on base. Franco is responsible for Jungling on third, Owen Shannon on second, and Caleb Blanchett on first should they come in and score. And the new pitcher now here for Elkhorn is Josh Grant. So Josh Grant, no other changes in the lineup here defensively for the Wolves. As Josh Grant will get some warm-up pitches here. I think it's number 10. I'm still trying to confirm that, though. If it is number 10, it's Josh Grant. And no, I think it might be a different number, actually. Let's see here. Number 11. Okay. All right, so it's not Josh Grant. It is Noah Weingard is the new pitcher here for the Wolves. And now that we got that straightened out, his warm-up pitches are coming to a conclusion here. So once again, Franco's responsible for all 3 runners on base should they come in and score before we can close the book on him officially. So far, he's given up 3 runs on 2 hits and has stranded 3 Astros runners on base. All right, so it'll be number 11 versus number 12. Weingard versus Jack Gould. Bases loaded in the first pitch. Gould swings and misses. Strike 1. Gould went down swinging on strikes last time he was at the plate as well. We'll see if he can do better here against a new pitcher or not. Weingard will deliver, and that is in for a ball, 1-1. And that one sent foul to right field. First baseman's giving chase, but he will not have a chance to make a play on that one as they'll go way out of play. And strike 2 as a result. I want to say hi to Jim, watching from a chilly Denver, North Carolina. Thank you so much for tuning in, Jim. Appreciate it. 5-3 here. Astros getting 1 so far here in the top of the 3rd. They came into the inning trailing 5-2. And now it's a 2-balls, 2-strike count here to Jack Gould. The 2-2, and that one's shelved out right field, and the catch cannot be made. Coming in to score is Calvin Jungling, and now also Owen Shannon will score. We'll see if they charge that as an error or not. I would lean towards yes, but we'll see what they put up on the scoreboard. And they agree with me. They do put it in as an error on the right fielder, and I think that's the right call. So at the 1 hour mark of the ball game, the right fielder misses the catch to score Jungling and Shannon, and all of a sudden, Caleb Blanchette moves up to 3rd. Jack Gould on 2nd. And all of a sudden, it is a 5-5 ball game. So once again, they came in trailing 5-2. Now they've knotted up, and they got 2 runners in scoring position with 2 away. Pitch will miss for a ball. It's 2-1 now here to Ethan Dahl. Ethan Dahl brings us back to the top of the order for the 3rd time here for the Astros. So 19 batters in 2 2/3 innings so far here for the Astros. And they've only stranded 3 of them on base. And that was a bases loaded scenario when it happened earlier. And that'll be a walk. So now the bases are loaded once again on the walk to Dahl. And now Kane Mathiasen will step up to the plate here and try and do some damage for the Astros. We are at sunny and 74 with winds gusting around 19. Right now we're sunny and 76 with winds to the northwest at 12 miles per hour. And a throw into the backstop will allow another run to score, and the Astros will take the lead here. As Caleb Blanchette comes in to score, first base is now open. It's 6-5. And this one hit to left field, and it drops fair. And that will score 2 more runs, and the Astros are kicking it into gear here in the top of the 3rd. So you got runners on 1st and 2nd. And an 8-5 lead, with 6 of those 8 being scored here in the, or actually a 7-5 lead, I think. Let me count it up here. There's 1 runner on base on second, so that would mean that is actually 9-5. If there's only 1 runner left on base, so 9-5 now. And after I got everything caught up, it's 1-1 here to Caden Newarth. 0 for 2, struck out swinging and a flyout. The flyout was to center field. Kane Mathiasen now over to third on that last pitch, I should say, and it's 2-1 here to Newarth. So now the Stars lead 8-5. I screwed up. I was right the first time. Step on the bag for the third out. That'll prevent the run from scoring. So let's take a run away to make it 8-5. And now we can end the inning. They strand a total of 1 on base as we move to the bottom of the third. And after 5 in the bottom of the second, the Astros respond with 6 in the top of the third. And they now have an 8-5 lead here over the Elk North Wolves here in Omaha, Nebraska. We'll be back in just a moment here on Magnitude Sports. Stay tuned.
Doolittle's Wood-Fire Grill is an experience that ignites your senses, featuring wood-fired rotisserie cooking. Grilling meat over an open flame creates that savory wood-roasted flavor, while the rotisserie rotation results in juicy and succulent meats. Doolittle's even has an outdoor fire pit that creates a relaxing setting to wine and dine for any occasion. Visit DoolittlesRestaurants.com for a full menu or to make a reservation. Doolittle's Wood-Fire Grill, 2112 25th Street South in Fargo, or call ahead at 701-478-2200.
How does Popeye's chicken sandwich get so crunchy, juicy, and tasty? We make everything with love. Get it today and make your taste buds dance.
Love that chicken from Popeyes.
Welcome back. Home half of the third. It's batters 5, 6, and 7 for the Wolves. It'll be Jack Settles starting things off here. We also see Josh Grant and Grant Rademacher. First pitch thrown there is a strike. Joel Gould still on the mound here for the Astros. He's tossed 43 pitches through 2 innings of play. That was pitch 44, and coming up is pitch 45. One's a little high and soars to the outside for a ball. 1-1. Doing our best here to keep our equipment cool. If things freeze up, you know exactly what happened, and we'll get to our best to make sure that that doesn't happen. We've only had it happen once in 5 years. It happened in Kindred once, where it got so hot we actually threw the laptop into the freezer for about 60 seconds and then came back out and hooked it up and got the game rolling again. So, and during that freezer time, one of the teams scored, I think, 2 runs. So, not the convenient time for it. But here's the downside. I'm not aware of any freezer nearby here. So. This one launched out to right, and it's right into the glove of Ethan Dahl, out number 1. So Settles will fly out. A soft pop out to right. Now bring up Josh Grant. And a strike is called there. We're 0-1 here. Grant on with a bunt single last time he was at the plate. And strike 2 is tossed there. And that one will be a strikeout. Interesting. I've said that once for calls on each pitcher now. So we're even. You know I'm not taking sides here. Grant Rodemaker, 1 for 1 with a infield single towards third last time he was at the plate. Fouls this one into the dirt right at home plate this time around for strike 1. So 2 away now here in the bottom of the third, and Joe Gould has just hit the half-century mark. 17 balls and 33 strikes, 1 hour and 8 minutes into the game. 0-1 here. And that one will drop in for strike 2. That was a hitter's nightmare pitch there, as that one looked high, and then it just took a roller coaster dive down into the strike zone. That one's popped up and fouled away. So remain 0-2. Of course, if you're the father of that pitcher, you love to see that. And this one, line foul down the third base side. I'll be honest, I kind of like seeing it too, but probably not as much as a few other people. This one's low and in for a ball, and it's 1-2 now. So the 6th pitch of the at-bat coming up here for Rademacher. Two, grounded over to third, struggles to pick it up, and Gould will overthrow it, and that'll be an error. He'll get the second. The 3rd error of the game here for the Astros. Quincy Grabenstein. Grabenstein, excuse me. And ball 1. Ball 2, and the runner will steal third. So Rademacher on third now. Grabenstein facing a 2-0 count. This one, a 2-hopper right over towards Colston Sen. He picks it up, fires it over. That's the 3rd out. They'll strand 1 on base. And we have 3 complete here at Elk North High School in Omaha, Nebraska. And with the ground out, it'll bring the Astros up to bat. And we'll see Gus Wermeyer, Calvin Junglin, and Colston Sen, the middle of the order at 4, 5, and 6, with the Astros leading 8-5 here after 3 complete. We'll be back in a moment here on Magnitude Sports. Stay tuned.
to wonder where to even begin about what I love about Touchmark. It's everything. It's the time with the residents. It's my team. I work with wonderful individuals every single day. I love the people, and my job is to connect with them, and that's a pretty great job to have, that you get to make genuine, real connections with our residents and our team members. It's just the overall community. That is Touchmark. That's what I love.
Your full life happens here at Touchmark.
Top of the fourth, Gus Werdemeyer will take a trip to the plate, with the Astros up 8-5 here over the Elkhorn North Wolves. And the pitch is up high for a ball. 1-0 here to Werdemeyer. Once again, Noah Weingard, the new pitcher, came in the top of the third in relief for Franco, who ended his day, I think, with 76 pitches. Two-hopper over to third and out. 5-3 ground out. Now bring up Calvin Jungling now. Calvin Jungling 0 for 1, struck out swinging. Last time he was at the plate, he walked. So he's reached base 1 on 2 plate appearances. That pitch is high and out for a ball, 1-0. And the 1-0 pitch, fouled back to even it up, 1-1. And this one's lifted up to left. Third baseman underneath it makes the catch. That's out number 2. Now bring up Colston Sen now. Colston Sen 0 for 1, hit by a pitch, and then most recently he struck out swinging. Now his third trip to the plate today. Takes the first pitch for a ball. It's 1-0. And now it's 1-1. And swing and a miss for strike 2. A couple of years ago when we were down here in Nebraska, I left a baseball field to go to a nearby Menards to buy some clip-on umbrellas. And that's the one thing I didn't bring with me to Nebraska, and now I'm reminded of it. It is a little warm and toasty at the moment. That is a ground out, and that'll be a 1-2-3 inning here. That's a quick top of the fourth, and now we're halfway home through this one. 1 hour and 17 minutes into the game after the ground out by Colston Sen, and it'll be the Wolves batting when we return after the break here on Making Good Sports. Stay tuned.
Do you have a teen ready for driving lessons? Don't know what they need to do or when things need to be done? If busyness keeps you from driving with them, then Gotta Go Driving School is the place to call. Jeff Weber at Gotta Go Driving School has been teaching driving lessons to all age groups since 1991. Call Jeff at Gotta Go Driving, 238-0236. Jeff will tell you to start planning ahead now. Don't wait. Got a new driver? Then it's Gotta Go Driving School. Talk to Jeff or go online at gottagodrivingschool.com.
Tonight, I'll be eating chicken tikka masala with garlic naan. Cheers.
I win again. Patrick.
That's Sir Patrick.
Ooh, sir. Tonight, I'll be eating roasted cauliflower tacos with spicy chipotle sauce. Thank you. Oh! I wasn't ready!
You want cheese to go with that wine?
Welcome back to the bottom of the fourth here at Elkhorn North High School in Omaha, Nebraska. The Fargo Post-Barnett Astros have a 8-5 lead over the Elkhorn North Wolves. Jake Jansen, 0 for 1, reached on the fielder's choice, is the batter here to lead things off in the home half of 4. It's batters 9, 1, and 2 in the lineup. And he's looking for a bunt, and that bunt's going to go foul for a strike, and it's 0-1. So he'll make the long trip back to first base here and dig back in. And that pitch is a little high and never sank. That one's fouled away, and now the count's even at 2-2. And that one's popped up left field and caught. It's really hard to see where the camera's at right now.
Up to bat number 12, Alex Huckman.
Okay, we'll go with that. Hopefully you can see all 4 bases. That's my goal. The pitch comes in for a ball, and the batter is, hang on a second here, it's Alex Uchman. This one just over the third baseman, and it will land for a hit. And over to second, he's safe. The Elkhorn North JV team in their high school league this spring went 7 wins and 11 losses.
Up to bat,
They played their last high school game on Monday, May 1st. Kyle Ferry is the batter now. And Ferry will pop this one up. It'll go foul, and it'll be a strike. No balls and a strike and 1 out. Here in the bottom of the 4th, and a 3-run advantage for the Astros. Runner goes, and that one's fouled off, and the runner will have to return to second. The Elkhorn varsity team, can't remember if it was 24-6 or 26-4. It was one of those two. Let me look at my notes here once again. (24-6) for the varsity team here at Elkhorn North during the high school season. So that's a pretty impressive record. And a strikeout here for Joel Gould.
Up to bat number 14, Kendall Greger.
His 5th strikeout of the game here on the Tommy's Express Car Wash strikeout counter. Kendall Graggart 0 for 2, fly out to left, struck out swinging. Pitch is high and out for a ball, 1-0. Gould now 65 pitches, 21 balls, and 44 strikes on the split, according to my counts. 1 hour and 22 minutes into the ball game. And the 1-0 is out for ball 2. A strike. He thought it was a ball 4, but it's not. It's 3-1. And that'll walk him. So runners on first and second now with 2 away, and that brings up Cole DeBuse. 0 for 1.
Number 20, Cole DeBuse.
He was walked his first time up. He'd fly out to Ethan Dahl in right field his most recent trip to the plate. Pitch came across as a strike. Now it's 1-1. So the runners move to second and third. Alex Utchman on third, Kendall Graggart on second. Once again, the batters, Cole DeBuse. And he'll rip this one towards third. He'll sneak by into left field, and that will score Utchman. And also, play at the plate will roll through the glove of Blanchett, and that'll score Graggart as well. 2-run score, and it's 8-7. Jack Settles is the batter now. Looks like we'll have a courtesy runner for DeBuse. It looks like number 12 potentially. See if I got a number 12 on my roster or not. No, it wouldn't be Alec. It wouldn't be number 12 because I'm not sure who it is. I'll try and find out for you here, but I've got a courtesy runner on second. That's as much as I can confirm at this time. Swing and a miss for a strike. Miles Trosh is the courtesy runner on second here for the Wolves. And looks like Blanchett is down and hurt at the moment. And the officials are going to get together to see if they're going to allow Troush third base or not. And note, they're going to make Trosh go back to second. And now the Wolves coach is going to come out and ask for further explanation on that. So we'll see if they hold true to their initial call of moving him back to second base or not. So the wind starts to pick up a little bit here. Well, the good news is Blanchett is on his feet, so whatever happened, it's he's okay. At least I think he is. And they will indeed make Miles Troush go back to second base. So Post 400 coach out there listening to the explanation as well. And the Wolves coach walks away with, I think, some satisfaction. Doesn't look upset like some coaches would be when they walk away from a meeting with the officials. So Miles Troush back to second base. The count's 1-1 here to Jack Settles, who's 0 for 2, reached on a fielder's choice, and then he would fly out to right field on his 2 at-bats so far. And now stepping off is Gould, as that'll force Troush back to second. Runner will go, and the snap throw up to third is not there. Gould couldn't hang on to the ball, and now it's a runner on third, as he'll get credit for the stolen base. Pitch comes across as ball 2, and it's 2-1 now to Jack Settles. That one's fouled off, and it's 2-2. One hour, 29 minutes, time of the game. Once again, 2-hour time limit on these games, is what I was told by Coach Almy. Count will remain right where it's at 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 1 runner on third. In an 8-7 ball game here, the Wolves would love to get that run in and tie this thing up, but we'll see if they can do it or not with 2 away. And this one heading out towards right, and with the catch is Ethan Dahl. And that's out number 3. That'll end the 3rd inning. They'll leave 1 stranded on base. It remains 8-7 on the fly out by Settles. And that'll bring up batters 7, 8, 9 for the Astros. It's Owen Shannon, Caleb Blanchette, and Jack Gould when we return after this here on Magnitude Sports. Stay tuned, we'll be right back.
Sweet Shots is Fargo's premier golf entertainment destination. Sweet Shots will host your birthday, bachelorette party, corporate events, date nights, or night out with friends and family. Need help with your golf game? Visit with one of Sweet Shots' PGA teaching pros. Hungry? They have a full food and beverage menu too. Try your shot in one of 60 climate control hitting suites or one of 5 indoor full swing simulators that include golf, hockey, hunting, football, soccer, and zombie dodgeball. Make the trip to 3400 James Way South in Fargo or visit sweetshots.com for much more.
How does Popeye's chicken sandwich get so crunchy, juicy, and tasty? We make everything with love. Get it today and make your taste buds dance.
Love that chicken from Popeyes.
Welcome back. Top of the 5th, 77 degrees under a sunny sky. They have an forecasted high of 81 today here in Omaha, Nebraska. We're in the north part of Omaha. To the best of my knowledge, there's at least 192 streets in the city. That's the largest number I've seen driving around. Let's put it that way. Owen Shannon, the batter, now 1 for 1, singled in the center field and was hit by a pitch. And now did he get hit again? He was very close. Ball 1. Looked like that one may have popped off his shoes, but it must have hit the dirt first. And a strike is called, and the count's even at 1-1 now. Well, I've successfully cooled down the equipment, so it'll be good for at least this game. creating as many shadows as I can to get the sun directly off of it. And it's worked up to this point. 2 balls and 2 strikes now here to Owen Shannon. Once again, 1 for 1 with a single and hit by a pitch. We'll see Caleb Blanchette as the scheduled batter. And then Jack Gould, we'll see him this inning as well. So it's fouled back, or no, I thought it was fouled back, but maybe not. 3-2. High and a walk 'em. So no outs, the first runner's on with a walk. That's Owen Shannon. Now Caleb Blanchette will be the batter. 0 for 0. Been up twice, and he's been walked both occasions.
Next up, number 6, Caleb Blanchette.
Weingart about to toss his 30th pitch now here. As we're 1 hour and 33 minutes into the ball game. And that pitch will hit the outside edge for strike 2. So the first one fouled away and the other one is strike looking. And now he's down 0-2 here. 15 balls and 15 strikes on 30 pitches for Noah Weingart at this point. And the 0-2 inside and low for ball 1. Astros will play their second game at approximately 1:30 this afternoon, and they'll square off with Lincoln East. Two balls and 2 strikes now. And then we'll pack up after that game and see the other Lincoln East team in Lincoln taking on the Fargo Post 400 Stars at approximately 5:30 for game 1 of that doubleheader. And we have a full count now at 3-2. And then the Stars will kick off the summer portion of the Legion schedule on the road in West Fargo, taking on the Patriots June 6. Part of a doubleheader there. Hit the wrong button, meant to hit a walk, which would have cleared the count. That'll clear the count too, though, by the way. Now we have another visit to the mound brought to you by the Marsh McLennan Agency of Fargo. As Blanchette walks, we'll have a courtesy runner for Blanchette, and that's going to be, I forgot. Let me look at the YouTube chat. Ryan Dahl's message says it's Jackson Sturma.
Tell Sam to. Yes. He will.
Number 12, Jack Gould.
All right, officially got Jackson Sturm in the roster now. And that pitch came across for a strike. Jack Gould's the batter, 0 for 2, struck out swinging, reached base on an error. Part of that 6-run top of the 3rd. He'll look for the bunt, bunted foul, strike 2. As he would fly out to right, the right fielder would not make the catch. They would charge the error, and that would bring in a run. I know it brought in 1 run. It might have brought in 2. I don't remember off the top of my head. And that one will come inside and miss for a ball, and it's 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. 2 balls and 2 strikes now here to Jack Gould. On deck is Ethan Dahl, as we'll flip it back to the top of the order here after Jack Gould. Assuming no double play or triple plays happen, we'll see Ethan Dahl next. Now it's a full count at 3-2. Pitch 40 coming up for Weingart. And that is ball 4. And that will load the bases here for the Astros. And Ethan Dahl, top of the order, will be the batter. Or at least we think he'll load the bases. And it will. So Owen Shannon on third, Jackson Sturm on second, Jack Gould on first. Your runners on for the Astros. Leading 8-7, that one's into the backstop, and coming in to score is Owen Shannon. And it's now 9-7. As Shannon will score on the wild pitch. Advancing to third is Jackson Sturm. And advancing to second is Jack Gould. And advancing to the pitcher's mound is the coach for the Wolves, and that's going to do it here for Noah Weingart. 40 pitches, 23 balls, and 17 strikes. Actually 41 pitches with that last pitch that resulted in the trip to the mound. So Weingart is given up, let's see here. I believe he's given up 3 runs, 3 of the 9 runs scored. And he'll be responsible for Jackson Sturm on third and Jack Gould on second should they come in and score. And now we have another new pitcher here. Their third pitcher of the afternoon here for the Elk North Wolves at the 1 hour and 39-minute mark of the ball game. Now we'll get a glimpse of who this new pitcher is here for Elkhorn. That'd be number 24, and that is, let's take a look at the roster here. Nolan Rapp, like rap music, but with an extra P at the end. Nolan Rapp is your new pitcher here. 1 hour, 40 minutes into the game. 2 runners on, second and third, nobody out. And it's 1 ball, no strike to Ethan Dahl after the wild pitch that brought in a run, and it's now 9-7. We'll take a quick timeout. We'll be back here with the continuation of the top of the 5th right after this here on Magnitude Sports. Stay tuned.
Buffalo Wild Wings win-win value lineup gives you and your friends more for less. With buy one, get one half off traditional wings every Tuesday. Buy one, get one free boneless wings every Thursday. And $3 tolls every day. Only at Buffalo Wild Wings.
All right, welcome back. Once again, you have runners on second and third here for the Astros. One ball, no strike. And now the new pitcher will deliver ball 2 to Ethan Dahl. Dahl 0 for 2, reached on an error, a fly out to right, and a walk. This is his 4th trip to the plate today. And it's a little high, and we're at 3-0 now. So Nolan Rapp's first 2 pitches going for balls. We'll see if he can throw a strike here on pitch 3. And he will not. He will walk him, and they'll load the bases again here for the Astros. And bring up Kane Mathiasen. Struck out swinging, a fly out to center, and a double to left field. Last time he was at the plate. After Elkhorn scores 2 in the bottom of the 4th to make it a 1-run game, the Astros have gotten 1 here, and this is flying out to left, and he makes the catch. And Sturm thought about tagging on third, but he will not. He'll just stay put, and that's the first out of the inning. All the runners stay where they're at. And Newarth blasts one center field. It's going to go over the center fielder's head. Kyle Ferry roll all the way to the fence. Scoring is Jackson Sturm. Rounding third is Jack Gould. He'll score. They'll also send Ethan Dahl from first. And it is a 3-run double for Caden Newarth. And the Astros take a 12-7 lead. So it's a bases clearing double for Caden Newarth. And now Gus Weremeyer, 1 for 2, single to right, a walk, and a ground out to third. That pitch will come in a little low for a ball. It's 1-0. Still only one out on the board. And Caden Newarth standing on second base. High ball 2. There's a strike. So before that strike, he had one pitch that was fouled away, and then the hit to center field just a moment ago were the only 2 strikes he recorded. And now this one hits into left field. Now put runners on the corners on a base hit.
Up to bat, number 15, Calvin Jungling.
So one-away runners on the corners and a pickoff attempt at first, but Weremeyer's back in time. So this will be pitch number 10 for Nolan Rapp, and it's his second batter, I believe, or third. No, it's his third because he came in the middle of an at-bat here on Ethan Dahl, so it's his third batter face now. One ball, one strike. And this one is first baseman's going to give chase, but ooh, he dives head first into the fence, and he did not make the catch. And this one will find the gap into shallow left, and that will bring in Caden Newarth from third. Put runners on first and second, and it's 13-7 now. So a slow rolling RBI single brings in Caden Newarth. Gus Weremeyer up to second, jungling on first, and now it's Colston Sen. And that pitch is low for a ball, 1-0. Colston Sen 0 for 2, hit by a pitch, then he struck out swinging. Then he would ground out to the third baseman. So he's due for a hit now, as he's been unable to get one here in his last couple of games. Nice eye there by Sen as the pitch will drop in for ball 3. So 3 balls and no strikes the count here. And that's ball 4, and that'll load the bases up again here. Brings Owen Shannon up to the plate. Single in the center, hit by a pitch and a walk last time he was at the plate. And that walk for Owen Shannon last time he was at the plate was a bases loaded walk that brought in a run. And at that point, it was 9-7 in favor of Fargo. They have scored 4 since then. They scored 5 in this inning so far. Pitch 20 here for Nolan Rapp. 1-1 fouled away, strike 2. And that one's a little outside for ball 2. We're even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Once again, the base is loaded. You got Gus Weremeyer standing on third, Calvin Jungling at second, Colston Sen on first. And the pitch is low, ball 3, full count. Once again, Owen Shannon was walked on a bases loaded walk last time, and he was walked on a 3-2 count. So we'll see what happens here. High, and that'll bring in another run. So back-to-back RBIs on bases loaded walks for Owen Shannon. And now the Astros have doubled up on the Wolves. It's 14-7. And now we'll have another visit to the mound brought to you by the Marsh McLennan Agency in Fargo. Visit them online at marshmma.com to find out all the services that they can provide for you in the Fargo, Moorhead, and surrounding areas. Once again, it's marshmma.com. Let's visit to the mound brought to you by the Marsh McLennan Agency in Fargo. So it's 14-7 now here in favor of the Fargo Post 400 Astros, and they got Calvin Jungling on third, Colston Sen on second, Owen Shannon on first base. Caleb Blanchette is the batter. He's 0 for 0. He's been to the plate 3 times. He's been walked all 3 times. So he's gotten on base, but he doesn't have any credit for anything other than a walk so far in this contest. We'll see if they walk him for a 4th time or not. As we've reached the 1 hour and 50-minute mark of the ball game, according to my timer, which I'm pretty sure is within 1 minute of the actual time. Once again, a 2-hour time limit on these games. 1:30 is the scheduled start time for Game 2 for the Astros, and then we'll pack up. And then the field that the Stars are playing at, according to my GPS, is 51 minutes from the parking lot here. So we'll cruise up there and do 2 more games after the first 2 here at Elkhorn North High School in Omaha, Nebraska. Once again, Caleb Blanchette is the batter. And he'll tip foul that one back, 1-1. He's been walked 3 times. Will he walk for a 4th time in a row? We're at 1-1. We're soon to find out. Two and 1. Two balls, 2 strikes here to Blanchette as the ref calls time and shouts out a few words of wisdom to players around the field. And that is a strikeout. Blanchette doesn't like that call, and a few of the other Astros fans don't like the call either. So I'll put the second out on the board, and that'll bring up Jack Gould. Batter 9 in the lineup for the Astros. Gould will take the first pitch up high. It's 1-0. Gould's 0 for 2, struck out swinging, reached on an error, was walked last time he was at the plate. Nolan Rapp now on his 30th pitch, and he came in earlier this inning. And this one right back to Rapp, but he's unable to pick it up, and then he drops it again, and a run will score, and that will likely be an error. I don't see why they wouldn't charge it as an error. I'm going to put it in as an error. So Jack Gould gets an RBI off an error by the pitcher, and they'll score Jungling. He'll move Sen up to third. He'll move Shannon up to second. Jack Gould on first, and now we're back to the top of the order for the second time here in the top of the fifth. It's Ethan Dahl. Ethan Dahl 0 for 2. Reach base on an error, then he would fly out to right. Then he would walk, and then he'd be walked again. It's his 5th trip to the plate here, and we're in the top of the 5th. So he's averaging a plate appearance per inning, which is not good for the opposing team when your opponent's averaging a plate appearance per inning. And another run will score, and now it is 15-7. 16-7. I forgot to add the earlier run. One and one the count here to Ethan Dahl. And that one is hit, and it bounces over the head of the shortstop. Jansen tried to make a play on it, and then the ball took a nasty hop just high enough to reach over his head, and that'll be a base hit, and they'll bring in 2 runs. It's a 2-run RBI single for Ethan Dahl on a lucky bounce for Dahl, or an unlucky bounce for the shortstop Jansen.
Daddy.
And now it is 18-7 as we close in on the final 5 minutes of the 2-hour time limit. 1 hour 55 minutes, the official time on the clock. The Wolves may get to play the bottom of the 5th. We'll see if the time limit allows that or not. The game would come to an end anyway at the end of the 5th if with an 11-run lead right now, assuming that the Wolves couldn't close the gap to 9 or less. The Astros have scored 10 runs here in the top of the 5th. Pair that up with 6 in the 3rd and 2 in the 2nd. And this one is hit center field. Charging in is Ferry, and making the catch is Jansen, who gets tripped up by Ferry as they didn't communicate to call one or the other off, and he did make the catch. And that will strand one on base, and that will end the top of the 5th. So it's 18-7. And the Wolves will need to score 2 if they don't end the game right now at 1 hour 56 minutes. So they'll need to score 2 to force the top of the 6, assuming that we can get the bottom of the 5th done in 4 minutes. So you could almost just say that the Astros have won this game, but it's just a matter of playing out the final 3 minutes there in the bottom of the 5th. We'll take a quick timeout. We'll be back in a moment here on Magnitude Sports.
How does Popeye's chicken sandwich get so crunchy, juicy, and tasty? We make everything with love. Get it today and make your taste buds dance.
Love that chicken from Popeyes. Buffalo Wild Wings win-win value lineup gives you and your friends more for less. with buy one, get one half off traditional wings every Tuesday. Buy one, get one free boneless wings every Thursday. And $3 tolls every day. Only at Buffalo Wild Wings.
All right, we move to the bottom of the fifth here. The Astros leading 18-7. New pitcher on the mound is Gavin Jiskra for the Astros. He'll look to close this one out. Joe Gould, 78 pitches, 27 balls, 51 strikes, allowed 7 runs on 6 hits and stranded 4 runners on base for the Elkhorn North Wolves. And now Gavin Jiskra will take over on the mound to try and close this one out here. This will be the final inning. The only way the Wolves can win this game is if they score 12 runs in this inning, because there will not be a 6th inning due to the time limit. So the Wolves need 12 to walk it off and win it here in the bottom of the 5th. We'll see if they can do it. Fargo posts 400 Astros with 2 in the top of the 2nd, 6 in the top of the 3rd, none in the 1st or 4th, but then they come back with double digits in the 5th. As that one will drop for a base hit out into shallow right center for Josh Grant. And the comeback is on. Maybe. Grant Rodemaker, 1 for 2, single to left, reached base on an error last time he was at the plate. One side of Ben. Says, thanks for doing the games. You're welcome, Ben. No problem. Appreciate you tuning in and watching. And the pitch is going to miss to the outside for a ball. I believe if I remember right from my research this morning, I believe the Astros lost their game yesterday. And then they have a pair of games tomorrow. And now a rundown between 1st and 2nd. Throw up to 2nd. They'll tag him. He's out. Now take the runner off base. That was Josh Grant, who we'll call that get caught stealing, I guess, is the best way to. 2-3-4 on the throw out. Or 1-3-4, excuse me. 1 ball, no strike here to Grant Rademacher. You can make that 2 balls and no strikes now here. With 1 away, we'll see Quincy Grabenstein. Next, we'll see him for sure. This one will fly out. And Kay Mathiason's there, and that's out number 2. We've officially hit the 2-hour mark of this ball game now. Make that 2 hours, 1 minute.
Number 3, Quincy Grabenstein.
And a strike is called. Grabenstein 1 for 2. Single into left center, and then a ground out to 3rd. And there's strike 2. 2 away, and Jiskra possibly a pitch shy of ending this game. Here's the windup in the 0-2. Swung on, fouled away, and the game will be on for a little bit longer. Once again, we will go off air after this one. We'll get things set for the next game. Come back on air in about 15-20 minutes. So the watch link is sitting there on our YouTube channel, so you can just sit there and wait, and it'll automatically come on when I push the right buttons to do so. And this one, a little bouncer towards third. It's mishandled by Gould, and that'll be an error. And that'll put the runner on base. We've seen a lot of those types of errors today, where the ball is simply mishandled. Like it's in his hand and then it pops out. And it's not just the third baseman. It's happened to multiple positional players on both teams today. Total of 7 errors committed combined between the two teams here in this game. That one went directly over our heads here. And it's 0-1. Two away with a runner on base and an 0-1 count. Jiskra will deliver, and this one will find the gap. It'll be another base hit. Rounding second is Grabenstein. He'll head into third. The throw is on the way, and Jack Gould will fake the throw back up to second. And now the Wolves have 2 runners in scoring position with 2 outs here. So that's the 8th hit of the game here for the Wolves. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Alex Utchman 2 for 3, struck out swinging. Since then, he singled the left and doubled the left. Oh, 1, wind up and delivery. Swing, fouled back, 0-2. That one may have went off the bat, the left shoulder of Blanchette and the left shoulder of the umpire. A right shoulder of Blanchette and left shoulder of the umpire is what I meant to say. 2 hours and 4 minutes. Once again, once out 3 is recorded, that'll do it for the ball game. Miss for a ball, 1-2. That one's outside. We're even at 2. Even if there was not a 2-hour time limit, there would be the 10-run rule that would apply here at the end of the 5th inning as well. So either way, this game will come to a conclusion. And that's a hard hit ball to first. He'll pick it up, he'll step on the bag, and does the run count? That's the question. I think the run crossed the plate before the out at first. I'm not sure if they're going to count that or not. Now the officials are going to get together and have a chit chat here. I'm wondering if the home plate umpire saw the same thing that I saw, and the runner at first might be safe instead of out. Nope, they're going to call him out. No indication on if the run counted or not. We're going to go with a final score of 18-7. And if it's wrong, we'll adjust it on our website later. All right, that's the end of game 1 here, 18-7. As you can see, 10 runs in the top of the 5th. A huge inning there for the Astros. And that's your final score. 18-7, your final time of the game, 2 hours, 7 minutes. And that'll wrap it up for this broadcast. We will shut down. We'll get things ready for the next game against Lincoln East. We'll be back on the air in about 15-20 minutes from right now. So head on over to that other watch link, and all you have to do is sit and wait, and we'll turn it on when it's time to play. We can promise you that. All right, we'll talk to you again soon.
Broadcast was an exclusive presentation of the Magnitude Sports Network. Subscribe, click the bell, and visit magnitudesn.com for a schedule of our upcoming broadcasts.